All right, welcome, team. So the government is not playing games. There's a new act out there from the Corporate Transparency Act, and it's really focused on beneficial owner information reporting. So that simply means that if you own a LLC or any kind of company in the US, you need to report the ownership of those organizations. Very important. The fines and penalties are so crazy. So I just want to do this session real quick to kind of guide you on the process and how to go about it real quick. So let's get started. What is beneficial ownership information, BOIR? So the key concept is that this is a report submitted to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and it pretty much reveals the identity of the ownership of LLC in the US and other organizations. And the goal ultimately is to help to combat money laundering in the US and to kind of mitigate against shell companies or illegal activities, criminal activities in the US. So it's a big deal, very significant right now. So, who is required to file a BOIR? Domestic corporations in the US are required to file a BOIR, limited liability partnership, certain foreign entities also that has some affiliation of business in the US are required to file this BOIR. So, let's talk about the details. What are the information required in general? Your full legal name, residential address, your date of birth. So all of those key information is what is required. If anybody is a owner in your LLC or business entity, then their names should be filed also. Even if they are minors, they should be filed and the information by their parents in this case. Okay. So the deadlines and methods in general, the deadline filing was January 1st, 2024 for businesses that were already in operation. New companies after January 1st are required to file BOIR within 14 days of their creation. And so it's a big deal. In a bit, we're going to do a working session to just see how to file it. Penalties are really bad, up to 10,000 in civil penalties, criminal penalties $500,000. Each violation a day is about $500 too. So the consequences could be really bad. You could lose licenses for operation. You could be deprived of forming your bank account, and it will just ground your business. So it's very significant thing to do. Some best practices for accurate BOIR, very important. Verify your information all the time. Retain your documentation at all times and always seek a professional guidance. Full disclosure, this is just a video that we just did to support our community. You need to seek your CPA or professional guidance also to guide you in more details. And conclusion and takeaway, um, the BOIR requirement is for real. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you don't miss the filing and the filing date, and make sure you just go ahead and just file. Right now, it's very simple. And we're going to go to the next segment to do a quick working session. Let's go. Welcome to the working session. So we're going to go to boiefiling.fincen.gov. And when you get to the website, you would have two options. You will see here we have file BOIR, or you can actually get started here directly, whatever your preference is. So we are going to click on file BOIR. So you have two options, either file PDF BOIR, or you can also go ahead and just file online. It's easier to file online from my experience, so I'll just click on file online, and I'll start the initial process, and I'll say initial filing report. So we click the first one. Then afterwards, you click on next. Then you would have option of request to receive FinCEN ID. Then you can put your legal name here. So in your case, put whatever legal name you want to put there, and that's an easy one. The next thing, you would have to go around and check here your EIN number. This is the unique number provided by the IRS. So put the unique ID here. Then once you go down, you select your country, your current address in this case, and after you do that, you go to next. All right, so if your company is already existing before January 1st, 2024, you need to select existing reporting company here. Once you do that, it will be grayed out for the information of who actually registered it as at that time. So this will be grayed out. You cannot do anything. Then afterwards, you will click on next. Then it's going to ask you if a minor is also inclusive to be a beneficial owner information. If the answer is no, then you can just move on or add a new beneficial here. But if it's a minor, then we can select the parent guardian here so that you can put your information as a parent here. But otherwise, you just put the legal name and date of birth of every one of the beneficial owner here. So if you have three people as beneficial owner of the LLC, all of the three people needs to be here, their information, their name, date of birth, residence. Then ultimately, you need to also choose the ID you want to upload here. You have option of different IDs here. So you could select your local driver's license, US passport, or any kind of state ID also. Then put the unique number here. Once you do all of that, you click on next and you'll be able to move forward. And then that's really all about. Once you go to next, you're going to see the final submission. You're required to put your email, confirm the email, your name, last name, and you have to click on the agree button here. Yeah, you can see it's asking me to make sure I put all the information before I click on agree. So put all the information there and you confirm you're not a robot and you're human and you click on next. And that's going to be the final submission for the process as a. All right, once everything is done, the next thing we're going to do is to click on Submit BOIR, and you're going to see the submission process, and voila, submission processing. It's going to give a tracking number and gives you the option to download your transcript. Everybody must always, submission status confirmation. All right, there was some issues that need to be validated here, so we need to just go back and double check in this case. All right, so that's going to be the end of the process. Typically, in this case, a BOIR already was created for this company, so it would reject it. So you can't submit twice because the database will show it's been submitted twice. Otherwise, that's all you need to do, and it will just show a successful filing, and that's pretty much it. So I think that's all we got for this, and hopefully you go file before the deadline. And hope this was helpful. Give us some like and review. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.